it's Bree with Calafia Candle Company. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the new wax that I have recently switched over to. Not necessarily new, but new to me. And that is the Titan 51104 from Hive Honey Candle Co. Now, I wasn't necessarily looking to switch waxes. I have been using my blend of Coconut 83 and SP 487 since I first started. So I launched back in July of 2021. So quite a while now I had been using that blend and I really loved it. I have nothing bad to say about that blend. One of the reasons I was kind of starting to dabble in other waxes was just to see if there was one that I would like better than my current blend, and that preferably was just one wax so that I didn't have to blend two anymore. And I think I have found that with this Titan wax. I absolutely love it. It is such a great wax. And I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about it in case you're in the market for a new wax or are just curious to try other waxes out as well. So I'll go over some of the things I like about it, and then I'll demonstrate pouring a candle with it and just my little tips and tricks that I have picked up along the way working with this wax. So I hope you guys enjoy. So what is in the Titan 51104? It is a luxury hybrid blend of soy, coconut, palm, and a small amount of paraffin as well. And it really is such a beautiful wax to work with. It is so easy to use. It gives you beautiful, creamy, smooth tops, excellent cold throw and hot throw. I will say that I am curing these candles longer than I was for my previous blend. I was curing my Coconut 83 SP 487 candles for a week. This one, I'm kind of leaning on 10 days. I tried 10 day and 14 day to see if there was a difference. Didn't really see that much of a difference. So I'm kind of landing on the 10-day cure time for this myself. But of course, do your own testing and see what works best for you. So if you have ever tried the number 3 wax from 1617, this is supposed to be pretty similar to it. I had never tried that wax, so I can't compare it, but it is said that it is pretty similar to that one. It is toxin-free, paraben-free, phthalate-free, and cruelty-free, so all of the things. And it really just feels like a luxury wax, and it's so nice to work with. The recommended wicks are CDN, Premier, Zinc, LX, and HPSP. I have tried all of those with this wax, as well as ultra core wicks, which I am really liking. The hot throw is excellent with those wicks. I just need to find the right size for my particular jar, so I'm still working on that. But I would say my top winner as far as wicks go is the HPSP wick. I'm really happy with how those have been performing in these particular jars. Now, as you know, I used to make concrete candles, and I still will. I just need to really get my signature collection launched in these amber jars, and then I will get back into the concrete candles. But concrete jars stay cooler during the burning than a glass jar would. So I never really had to worry or be worried about the jar temp getting too hot. Of course, I checked that during testing, and they always stayed pretty cool. I am new to the whole glass jar world, and I'm just being very overly cautious about my jar temp and the candle not getting too hot. So I'm being very picky with the wicks that I'm testing with, and for me, ideally, I like to keep the jar temp at below 140, but 150 I would say would be like my absolute max. That's just what I feel comfortable with. So I have been checking that constantly during my testing, and I've really been loving how the HPSP wicks have been performing. They've been burning pretty cool, and they produce an amazing hot throw as well. All right, so let's discuss the melting and pouring instructions for the 51104. It is recommended to heat it anywhere between 200 and 210 degrees Fahrenheit. I tend to aim for the 210 degrees. That's just what I do, but of course, do your own testing to see what you like best. And then I add my fragrance oil immediately. You do only need to stir for 15 to 30 seconds because the wax is heated so hot already. And then I pour immediately. It does say the recommended pouring temperature is 190. So usually by the time you're done stirring in that fragrance oil, it has gotten to that point. Now, when it comes to pouring candles with this wax, I did have to try a couple different methods until I got to one that worked the best for me. So initially during my testing, I was setting my jars on the table here, like I used to do with my previous blend, and just pouring them there. And I ended up getting sinkholes, which I had never dealt with before. So I had to do some research on what could be the cause of that. And I concluded that it could be from the palm that is in this wax blend, as well as the temperature. You know, it's a colder time of the year. We have a giant single pane window here that just lets all the cold air in. And I think that they were just cooling too fast, combined with the palm and the wax. It just led to those sinkholes. So since then, I have concluded that, again, do your own testing at home to see what works best for you. But for me, the best way for these jars has been leaving them in the shipping box that they come in with the dividers and pouring straight in there. And that lets them cool a lot slower. They're not cooling as fast. And I have had just perfectly smooth tops. They're nice and creamy. I'll show you guys here if you can see it, but just beautiful, creamy tops, no sinkholes, and I absolutely love it. So I have since been pouring using the box and have had no issues whatsoever. Well, that wraps up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. I will leave Hive Honey linked down below if you want to check out this wax. And feel free to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.